Hey everybody, Jason here with J. Scott Property Management, and I wanted to just do a quick video on a lot of the articles that I am seeing. It's affecting a lot of us landlords, property owners, multifamily owners, everybody in the industry on the property management and rental side of things. And that's really articles that are based around the idea or the fact that the market is kind of cooling right now, or has been cooling for a little while. This one that I'm specifically referring to is a Dwellesley article. I'll link to it in the video description and so forth as well if you want to take a look at it. But really just real quick, the overall headline, which is a pretty indicative headline of most articles that are seeing along this topic, is national rents dipped in 2025. Dipped to 2025 lows in October. Let's see here. U.S. house and apartment rents hit their lowest levels of 2025 in October, with national average house rents averaging from $19.11 and apartment rents at $13.62. Now, some of this is just going to be time of the year. I mean, everything is going to slow down, obviously, in October, November, December. This video, as of right now, is December 2025. So there's far less traffic in December than there's going to be, in your prime renting times, anywhere between March, April, May, maybe into the summer and before school really kind of gets started is generally leasing season. You're going to get a lot more traffic between that March and August time frame. Sometimes September. It starts to slow down in October, for me at least, of what I'm seeing. So yeah, things are a little tougher to rent right now, and where that translates to is, one, we're getting less rents, or it's taking longer to rent. The traffic counts are down, and I noticed that we have to move the rents down lower in order to even start getting traffic. So the thing is the way that the market never lies, is what I always tell people. And when you find the price that is attractive, that the market will bear, that people are interested in, you will start getting inquiries. Now, there may not be as many, may not be as much traffic, but the same holds true in the leasing season as well. When you find the right price, because calls start coming in, inquiries start coming in, emails, text messages, and you start getting property tours. And then once you start showing a home, usually for most people, they can get it rented fairly quickly, 2 to 3 weeks on average, I would say, after you start getting calls. At least that's been my experience and what I've heard from a lot of other people in the industry. But in a time like this where there's not as many people looking to move, that may mean that we have to move those rents down a little bit more, or be consigned with waiting a little longer. The problem is you really got to find that balance, because if it goes vacant 2-3 months, and depending on your rent, if it's a $2,000 a month rental, you're talking $6,000 out the door in vacancy loss. And so, I think it's much more important to, if you have to drop $100 and lose $1,200 over the course of the year to get that thing rented now, it's much better than, letting it go vacant for 3 months and losing your $6,000, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The other area that this is kind of affecting us in is lease renewals. I'm not really recommending a lot of rent increases on the renewals at this point in time. Again, the market's soft. If it does go vacant, it's going to be more difficult to lease. You're going to have your vacancy loss if it does go vacant, and you're likely not going to get more rent. You may get the same rent, but depending on when you rented it, you may actually get less rent if it rents right now. So on the renewal side of things, although we're not pushing hard on the rent increases, one of the things we are doing is taking this as an opportunity to strategically end our leases where they'll be more beneficial for the property owner. And it's a fairly easy thing to do when you're not increasing rent. So for example, if your lease is expiring in December, one of the things we're doing is offering that lease rate, same lease rate, no increase, for a little longer term. So 15, 16, 17, 18 months, whatever it is, wherever you want that lease to expire, so that it expires at the end of March and April and May, where traffic is a lot more, it's a lot busier those times of the year. So it's kind of a win-win. The resident sees is, okay, listen, I'm getting a 15, 16, 17 month at a locked-in rate, and the way that, it's kind of playing off for us is, if it goes vacant, when that renewal comes around again, it's going to be a lot easier to rent. And if there's more traffic, that means that we're probably going to be able to get more money out of it as well. Now, you can also try to do a 6-month renewal to move it there as well. That's a strategy, but usually you folks are wanting to kind of lock in that rent. So that's what we're seeing more of. So yeah, we're not seeing strong rents compared to property owners who had it on the market a year, really more like 2 years ago. I was seeing some stronger rents as kind of slowly over time, kind of stabilized or softened just a little bit, especially from like 2 years ago. And then rent increases, we're not really seeing those on the renewal side, at least this time of the year. As we start getting back into the busier seasons, that will strengthen up and become a little easier. But of course, if national averages keep going down, Phoenix is a major market, and so I think you're going to see the overall rents go down with whatever the trends are, or up, hopefully up, and it will turn around. It's just a matter of time. But anyway, really, that's this went on maybe just a hair longer than I really intended it to. I just kind of wanted to touch on this real quick because I'm seeing these all over the place. And real estate is cyclical. Anyone that's been in the business, that. So this is just where we're at right now. And I would say, though, that overall I am seeing with my personal experience what these articles are saying, and I'm assuming a lot of you are as well. So that's what I got for today. We'll leave it there. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, email, call, text, leave a comment, a message, anyway, whatever's easiest for you. Come visit us on our website, jscottpm.com. And if you have any questions, again, my name's Jason with J. Scott Property Management. Be more than happy to help you, and we'll see you next time.